In anime, even loners can find love. Here are 10 romance anime where the main character is a loner but finds love. Let's go! Number 10, life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout.
いつも通り接すれば大丈夫。
平常心、平常心だ。体は女になったかもしれんが、俺は異性愛者。
Alright, hold up. This has one of the weirdest premises of all time. These two are best buddies. Tsukasa is always popular among girls, but has no interest in them. And Tachibana isn't popular among girls, but wants a girlfriend. Despite their differences, these two are best friends. Now imagine how awkward the situation will be when a goddess intervenes and turns Tachibana into a girl, and then sends both of them into an isekai world.
なんで俺が俺のまま、まるで思い描いた理想の女の子に。なんでお前が吐くの？
The premise might throw a lot off, but if you watch the anime, you'll see how it gives strong Konosuba vibes. The comedy here is refreshing, and despite being a comedy anime, there's a lot of character development, and sometimes the show even acts like a parody. If you love to have some laughs while seeing how the loner becomes a girl, then this is the show for you. Number 9, more than a married couple, but not lovers.
悪い、俺こういうの初めてで、喉乾いたから飲み物買ってくるわ。
じゃあいちご牛乳。
は？
夫婦だもん。買ってきてくれるよね。
Imagine a class in high school where you are paired up with a girl and measured how well you'll lead a family life. From the outside, that might seem like a very cool concept, but imagine what happens when the girl who is with you is someone who you don't like. Apparently, this is another one of those tricks from the Japanese government so the citizens can have better married lives. The couples in this class are shoved into the room, monitored through cameras, and then given a grade. And the two guinea pigs for this class are high school student Jiro Yakuen and the girl Akari Watanabe.
やばー。うまくいってないと減点になるんだった。
じゃあマイナス1万点くらいいくかも。
ふざけんな。仲良くしなさい。今すぐ。
As you guessed, these two hate each other because one of them's a loner who already has a crush on an innocent girl, and another is an extrovert girl with a gal personality who has a crush on the most popular guy in the school. So, do we have another Toradora scenario here? Yep, but who knows? This might also be another Nisekoi scenario. Number 8, my stepmom's daughter is my ex.
こんなことはもうやめにしよう。
Yep, this guy's a loner who loves to stay in his room and read light novels, but he still gets a girlfriend. Wait, it's not that easy. After a while, they break up, and then our guy realizes his father has married his ex-mother. So now his stepmom's daughter is his ex-girlfriend. See, Japan always knows how to craft interesting family drama.
なんだよ。
悔しくないの。あなた舐められてるのよ。
僕に群がっている連中のことか。
私に直接話しかける勇気がないから。
So, is this domestic girlfriend 2.0? This might not come close to domestic girlfriend, but we still get the what are you doing Nissan formula. This show does have some mind-blowing complex plot, but it has two interesting characters. Both of them look smart, and instead of regular romantic tension, we've got these love games. Don't understand what I mean? Watch the anime and find out. Number 7, to all of you that I loved.
君はこの世界のカズネじゃない。でも。
いやよ。
Remember Doctor Strange? Remember how you had parallel worlds? Now imagine a society where people routinely swing in and out of parallel worlds. You don't have a girlfriend in this world? Who knows, a parallel world version of you might have a girlfriend, and all you need to do is to go to that parallel world, kill your other self, and live with the girl happily ever after. And in this movie, it's actually the opposite.
85番目の世界から来た君と出会った。
This guy's a loner, so imagine his surprise when a girl comes to his house and says, "Yo, we used to date in a parallel world, so let's start dating here." I mean, surely you wouldn't say no to that. This romance anime knows how to blend in an interesting sci-fi concept along with its romance, so even if the romance follows the usual tropes, the sci-fi elements will keep you hooked. This is still in theaters, so you have to wait a little for the Blu-ray. Number 6, Love of Kill.
傷ついたな。残念だな。高かったのにな。 ああ。うるさい。あ、
Assassins are very lonely people. I mean, all they do is kill people, so how can these people ever have a romantic relationship? Love of Kill answers these questions by letting one assassin date another assassin. Here, a female assassin named Chateau finds an assassin even stronger than her named Song Ryung-ha. Ryung-ha soon decides to show his affection to her by giving her targets to kill. You might think that's not very wholesome, but I'm sure that's how the dating life of regular assassins go.
匂いが気にならない。僕、他人ってみんな臭くて仕方がないんだけど、なんで君だけ平気なんだろう。
This time we have changed the genders of the tropes. Usually it's always the guy who's lonely, but this time we have the lonely girl who looks a lot like an adult version of Annie from Attack on Titan. Just like Annie, this girl is pretty antisocial too. But this is a love story about how an antisocial girl gets a hot assassin boyfriend. So if you love to see romance between assassins, this is the show for you. Number 5, Romantic Killer.
簡単に説明しろってこと。まあ簡単に言うと、君のような恋愛ど素人を応援すべくわざわざ魔法界から来てあげましたって感じかな。
This is probably one of the most underrated titles of 2022. You can't blame anyone who didn't watch this series because the premise pretty much tells the whole story is about a girl going into a dating sim. Since we've seen enough dating sim stories, the premise isn't going to be anything new, but like everything, what matters is the execution.
弁償とか別に。俺も前見てなかったし。
The whole story revolves around how our main character Anzu experiences a dating sim in real life. That's right, this means all those dating sim tropes are going to come back again. We've got the bad boy, good boy, innocent boy, and the one girl who needs to choose between them. From the outside, this might look like a reverse harem show, but trust me, this is much better than you think. Number 4, Date Alive.
兄様シド。
なんていうかすまん。でも無理やりってのは良くないと思うぞ。
絶対何か勘違いしてるわよね。
Hold up, I know this has one guy and many girls, but this still counts since the guy needs to date all of them to stop them from going evil. Besides, we've got Kurumi. Who hates Kurumi? This story might not have the most realistic premise, but it's still worth the watch. The basic plot of this is how our main character should make spirits that attack our planet fall in love with him, and then make them live in his house.
精霊を出れさせるのが君の仕事じゃなかったのかな。いつか指導君。
Season 4 was released recently, and by the time it started airing, there's close to 10 girls living in our main character's house. Despite being a harem anime, it still gives focus to every girl and even gives them their own arc. The 4th season is also great in terms of animation, so if you want to see the best girl Kurumi in the best animation ever, then give this a shot. Number 3, Taisho Otame Fairy Tale.
大方この娘は借金の方に売られてきたのだろう。風邪をひくといけない。
Time for a depressed loner to fall in love with the cheerful girl. This guy right here, he has the worst life anyone could imagine. His father kicked him out, and now he is forced to live in this little house all alone. But turns out his father isn't that unkind because he sent along a girl to be his wife. Does this dad deserve the Best Anime Dad of All Time award? I don't know. You be the judge.
君には悩みなんてないのだろうな。
まあひどい。私にだってありますわ。それも2つも。
The basic plot of the show seems to involve our main character slowly starting to realize the value of life along with his wife. This also doesn't have the usual high school setting you see in most romance anime, but this takes the time to develop our main couple. The plot isn't something complex filled with romantic tension, so if you want to see the love between a depressed loner and a cheerful girl, then this is the show for you. Number 2, Banished from the Hero's Party.
ストッチの店はやっぱりいいものが置いてあるわ。
ストームサンダーは職人のカゴ持ちでレベルも高いからな。
レッド、カゴのレベルがわかるんだ。
Here we have a guy who got banished from the hero's party, decided to quit going on adventures, settle down in a village, and help the rest of the villagers. But is that all? Nope. If that was the case, then this anime wouldn't exist. Like every lucky guy in anime, this guy gets a girl by his side. No, not just a normal girl, a badass princess who knows how to be our hero's perfect bodyguard. She's also the best girl of the show.
店名まで変えるとやめたくなっても簡単にはやめさせてやれないぞ。
それは一生ここに置いてくれるってこと？
Unlike other fantasy romance anime, this show doesn't shy away from the romance and makes the two lovebirds a couple by the third episode itself. It's also got a nice backstory about why our hero got banished from the hero's party. Don't go here expecting some epic fantasy battles, go here expecting a nice love story. Number 1, My Dress Up Darling.
てか、自分のために絶対しちゃダメでしょ。自分の気持ちは自分のために言わなきゃダメだよ。
Do you like cosplaying? No! Well, sad to say, folks, then you wouldn't be able to date Marin Kitagawa. No wonder this show became an instant hit during this season. We've got hype-filled action shows all around, and then Marin Kitagawa comes as a beacon of hope to spread some wholesomeness to our lives. She alone managed to help this show surpass Attack on Titan, which is a pretty great feat on its own.
なんかついてるよ。なんだろうこれ。怪我じゃないっぽいけど。
The whole plot of this show is pretty simple. We have this guy who likes making clothes for dolls, and one day the most popular girl in school learns about his hobby. Then she makes a deal with him to make clothes for her cosplays. The characters are built from the usual tropes with the shy guy and overpopular girl, but the whole meaning of this show is to follow your passion. Best romance anime of 2022? I'd have to give the award for this one.